I was just thinking, actually, this is going on. This is one of the only movies I've been in that I like watching. Just because there's so much in it. You just forget, you forget all the little things that were in it. And it's so visually interesting. There's so much funny stuff going on in it.
How's that feel so bad? It feels so slow.
The first car we slammed was a Range Rover, then the second one was a BMW, and then at the end here, it's a new Volkswagen Bug.
I'll let Edward talk about that one.
I saw it in the crowd in LA where that actually got a laugh because the idea was sort of that they're going along and they're whacking every conspicuous consumption, luxury car, Range Rovers and BMWs and things like that, and skipping the Hyundais and the Chevys and things like that. And then we were going to have, I can't remember what we were going to have, and Brad and I were talking, and I just said, hey, I hate those new Volkswagen Bugs. And he said, me too. So we said, let's put a Volkswagen Bug in, and we asked Venture if we could just throw that in at the end, because our spin on it, sort of vis-a-vis all this other sort of generational war stuff that we were talking about earlier, is that if the Volkswagen Bug was the ultimate symbol of sort of youth culture in the 60s, or sort of the democratic car, the car for everybody, now that that generation has sold out all those values and all become corporate advertising executives and repackaged the symbol of their own youth movement, and they're reselling it to us. Brad and I were talking about it. We felt like the Volkswagen Bug was a perfect example of our generation having 60s youth culture marketed to us as something we should aspire to, instead of our own car. We have to kind of, it's like repackaging Bob Dylan, It's from the generation that cannot understand Nirvana and doesn't understand why we should listen to the music of the 60s. So we should just go to Volkswagen Bug.
I'm telling you, I reversed my stance on
Can't shave on that one.
great reworking of the classic
Good design.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. No, it's more the principle behind the thing. It's not.
It's the whole flower power thing.
Yeah, it's the flower vase molded into the dashboard now, and it's just like it's the baby boomers selling us their youth culture,
It's like they reinvented and it's fun, and I've reversed my stance.
Okay. I'm not cynical. It's
June
nice.
Kim.
Wait, but let's go on this. Did you notice in the background here, product placement? And whenever there's product placement, there's also always violence, somebody crying.
Yeah. This is a Pepsi product placement. Pepsi gave us these vending machines that we put like everywhere. They're always a Pepsi vending machine because we wanted to have that, ubiquitous, logo fast happening in the background always.
But it's only in scenes of violence.
Yeah, really horrible scenes of violence.
And I think that's appropriate.
I went to the Cinerama Dome on the opening Friday night.
What was that like?
Stood in the back and watched it. It was a riot.
Really?
Yeah, it was a riot. It was a great crowd to see it. Did you make up Run Forest Run?
Well, that was you.
I know you said that, but I don't remember that.
No, I think that was you.
I think that was you.
That was you.
Do you think you just did it? Or that what a snowflake or something?
No, that was your record.
I was at a concert about 2 years after the movie opened. There and in other places that have had people walk up and doing sort of the Fight Club of wings and walk up and go, excellent movie, sir. The ability to let that which does not matter truly save.
I always thought this scene, the Project Nightfall, as he's sort of coming up with his, doctrine was should have been the trailer.
Yeah.
The guy with his crotch in flames saying, "You're not your job. You're not how much money you have in the bank."
Now, is this done CGI essentially.
This is just, yeah, we just, Connie just.
Oh, this was shit.
No, well the camera obviously, yeah,
And
the
then we
camera was
found
being
the
shaken.
person on the side.
Right, so that's CGI, the perf.
Yeah,
Right.
just so like, it looks like the film's coming out of the cave.
But I do remember Connie
You're not
shaking.
your fucking khakis.
Conrad Hall Jr.
There was that's those are Gap references.
Yeah, that's lashing out at the gap.
Travis,
Well, now they're
you're
on
too
leather,
late.
so
Are they?
yeah.
You're not too late.
Where you going, huh?
This is a scene, an important scene in their relationship because this is where they're trying to have, at least this first time it actually begins a conversation or attempt to have some contact. But of course, it's completely at cross purposes.
Hey, get out of the powder, man.
But she's having a relationship with Tyler, his best friend. And as we find out later,
Hey.
Marla is only having a relationship with him and doesn't know that Tyler exists. That's to say, the person that she was sleeping with upstairs was the same person as Edward Norton in the kitchen.
Hey,
So
you
she
need
got
some
into
help?
bed, realizes that
Hey,
in bed,
you
he's
can't
fine
play out
with her.
there
As soon
today,
as
bro.
She gets to the kitchen every morning. He's
Come on.
behaves very oddly and wants her out of the house.
Not today. Not
See,
today.
this was the
Sorry.
scene where, you know how we always talked about, which I love this scene, that people,
Sorry, not sorry.
people coming up and saying,
I can't
I
deal with
figured
the
it out, I knew what was
snowballs
going
again.
on, and you saying that you would say,
That was a mess.
bullshit, because there's nothing,
What was
it's
that?
not a mystery, there's nothing to have clued you into it.
Yeah.
This is the first scene, I think, where
Oh,
conceivably,
lost track. We'll start at
maybe an honest person could say something weird is going on here.
Yeah, the shoe was starting to
These are two people talking at cross purposes. That's to say, I mean, if you see the film to the end and then review it, you'll be able to work out that Marla is talking to her lover, i.e. when he refers to us, she has no idea who he's talking about because to her, the only person that exists is Edward Norton's character. Whereas at this point, Edward Norton's character and as well as the film viewers think that Tyler exists.
A complicated scene.
What do you care?
It's so misleading at first view, so obvious at second view.
Ha.
And this is a sort of
Hey, Daddy.
perfectly reasonable question to ask your boyfriend. And he's outraged.
I love how I like to film the character. Narrator or narrator never has time to keep up.
Yeah.
We're always a step ahead of him. Here we go.
It's funny, I read a thing, Odin, Tobin are straight. They were talking about how they would have included Fight Club on their list of best movies if only the filmmaker's cardinal sin hadn't been yeah, which is you can't have two actors playing the same character.
What book did that come from?
I don't know. I read this and I thought, okay, well that's the conceit for the movie.
You can have
So-
Peter Sellers playing three characters, but
Yeah.
not two characters, actors playing one character.
Yeah, you read and I just thought, what?
I'd have to think about that one. I'm not sure. I think that's true anyway. I bet that's true. For instance, Steve Martin and Lily Tomlin and all of them.
Yeah,
Good point.
How about that one?
but they weren't on the list either, so.
No, exactly. They wouldn't have made Amy Tobin's list.
Sooner or later, we all became what Tyler wanted.
Like, coming out like MacArthur or something, some demented MacArthur.
Hair black pants. Yes, sir. Hair black boots. Yes, sir. Hair black socks. Yes, sir. Sir, here we go. Some burial money.
I remember when we were shooting down in San Pedro and we had those, there's these great new lighting systems. These, what are they called? The floating balloons? What are lumières? But
yeah.
there's these helium balloons now with light sources on the inside of them that you can use to float them up and tow them around on a string and put them almost anywhere you want. and I had never seen those.
I want one in my yard.
It'd be great for a party, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
No more little, because Chinese lanterns are such a cliche.
Yeah.
But remember, don't you remember the cops came by? The cops came by because the San Diego Police Department got like 2 reports of UFOs. Yeah. Because we had 2 of them. Remember, we had the bigger one and the smaller one floating up higher over the house there.
Uh-huh.
And
Thought it was
yeah, a couple people called in. My driver told me that. Teamster guys told me that the San Pedro police guys who were just cruising by
That
told.
smack.
Yeah.
This scene, I was first clued in to Fincher's sadism.
Yeah.
It's hard. I want you to really smack him.
Well, I just didn't want
Well,
to.
it is Ian. So.
I didn't want to have to Foley a head slap. Why not?
Exactly. No, if we get one really good one, then we can use it for that.
And so it went.
We've been shooting all night long. Now the sun just came up and we had to get this last little shot. And just wanted to have that kind of that Chinese propaganda rhetoric feel when they're driving around in the jeeps and being blasted over the loudspeakers. So what we had to see with a lot of extras, you run the megaphone all night.
Yeah.
So we borrowed the megaphone. So be
I like that, like a re-education camp.
Yeah.
Now here's a really subtle clip. See, I'm carrying one of the green folders
Yeah.
and a camera. We threw this in just at the last minute. I'm carrying one of the green folders that later are the files that the buildings are going to blow up. Because of course I've really been on this demolition expedition with these guys. But I'm coming in from having scouted the building. See, there's the green folder from 1888 Franklin Street. And then I also there's a lot of little subtle things I like watch Jared Leto's reaction to me. It's a good reaction to Tyler. He's like, oh, let me get those. Oh, see, let me get those, sir.
But our narrator's got a whole nother thing going on.
Right, but he's thinking.
He's the guy who's been left out at Animal House.
Oh, now Stuart will kill me if I don't say this, but yeah, he's been left out. But then of course when he says, what did you guys do? They think he's testing me. See how Stu almost laughs there?
Why?
Because he was so excited that he did the no-look catch.
They almost like broke out.
Yeah, I've known him for a long time, he kept trying to
More
kept missing.
still.
Yeah.
And then finally he caught one, but when he caught it, he was so excited he started to smile, so he had to bite it back.
Odin.
Smiley face is CGI'd, right?
Yep. Yeah, they wouldn't let us paint the outside of this building, so we had to track this
You gonna get it?
artwork onto
Almost
But the
easier,
shot's
isn't it?
moving, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's tough.
Oh yeah. No expense was spared.
You must have had just like an open account with these guys, or do you do a
No.
lump sum?
No.
They charge you for every little thing like that?
Yeah.
No, it was
Can't believe that.
every little thing.
I like this guy. He's so stiff. Streets will be safer.
He was great. Though.
Yeah, he was awesome. I know, he
I
sounded,
love
it was
their
so
news coverage,
believable.
too. So
Well, she was real. She's
dead
a
on
real,
accurate.
She's a real news reporter.
Yes, but still,
Yeah, that's true.
it's very real.
I love the custom.
Can you imagine if you
size
looked?
60
I know. Can you imagine if you looked up and saw Bob waiting on you? Like, I'll just have milk, water.
Pat McNamara.
Stuntman, right?
No, I'm not happy about getting thrown around the bathroom.
No, definitely
Oh, I thought he was a stunt guy.
not.
No, but he signed up for one.
Okay,
I don't think he had any idea. We told him what the scene was, but I think he was
don't go in the powder.
truly shocked at how much
Not
abuse.
today.
Now that's where I busted my rib,
Not today,
landing
friend.
on the knee.
Oh, you did the exact same thing. That's so funny.
It was early in, the first couple of weeks.
Remember when they threw that pot and it broke out the bottom of one of those sinks? Hopefully no one built more hotels listening to this.
There's nothing on that though. This is my area. Only asked for a little spot. No,
I love how Brad's face
This
comes
is
from
all I
just
want
the
right
edge
here.
of the room.
No.
And he comes
No.
into, give the spiel.
No. Stay off.
the
Last
idea
time.
of the militant group of
Nope.
leaders.
In Elvis wigs.
Come over here. Come over
Those
here.
are Clark Kent wigs.
Is that
Not
what they
here.
are?
Yeah,
No.
you can see him on both the calendar on the
Here.
right.
Here.
His whole,
Here, here,
he really
here.
had Clark Kent.
Right.
Not here. Not here. Not here. Where's your toy? I give up. I give up. It's no use.
Watch me nothing back. He's putting it down on his ankles. And he's
Okay.
pulling him
It's
up.
okay. I like
But
the
we couldn't
floor.
find a take that was better. It's just a great take.
And nobody notices anyway.
With you.
Anyway, Bob would be doing that.
Yeah.
It goes on. No one knows the difference.
I like that shot. I like that. That was slightly undercrank.
A little bit, yeah.
That, is that like wrapping around me?
I know. Where you at? Come here. Okay.
No, I was saying before, this scene, if you break it right down,
Let's
is
see.
much less like explicitly bloody or
Product review. This is the Furminator brush. Furminator brush. It's not bad. Come here, Odin. What do you think? Do you like it? Odin says, Odin like. So that's a very fine tooth brush. He seems to enjoy it. Can you see him down here? Just take my word for it. It's pretty good. It's not like a good all-around brush. It's like a good finishing brush. So, check it out. All right, back to the movie.
the only reasons people thought this scene was as graphic as it was. 'Cause it's certainly no more graphic than many a Rocky movie. Is the sound?
I think there's that, but I think it's also the context of it. I think,
Yeah,
you
it's-
know,
yeah.
the people say, you know, it's like the British film censors came back and said, you know, we find that the scene where the angel face gets beaten up just goes on a little too long, and it's like, well, that's the point. The point of the scene is that you set up the
He
rules
takes it
of-
too far.
Yeah, you set up the rules of Fight Club, and you set up how people are supposed to react and what they're supposed to do, and this guy breaks the rules.
And if you notice, the people's reactions in the club seem to be think it's going on too long too.
Yeah, they're horrified, but it's,
And Rocky was fighting for
Of course,
that's true.
yeah. Rocky was fighting
for democracy.
Exactly.
You can
I also think this little piece of spice you had to add in of Jared's face gurgling probably didn't help matters.
They didn't ask us to take that one out.
Really?
Yeah, it's just the punches.
See, but I think watching it in this context without sound, I think a big part of what I'm just saying, I think part of what makes the violence
The horror.
there, that shot is the one I think
What
that causes
now?
problems. But
I wanna do
I think
more.
it's also just the sound,
I wanna
the
do more.
impact.
It's fucking cold.
It's making it sound awful.
You gotta keep moving or you get cold. That's how it goes.
Don't worry, Jordan. Airport parking, long term. After you.
Great clue there, though, because of the
Oh, when
outline.
Owen gets out.
Yes, when he
Yeah, when he gets
said
out,
he dresses Tyler Durden, he's looking at
he looks at me and says,
Should probably
"For you,
shovel the
Mr.
driveway.
Durden." And then you say,
Fucking
and I say after you, and you say, no, after you.
Very plain.
Snowing.
If I remember, this is one of the first things that
Yeah.
I wanted to cut.
Enough working out.
Yeah.
For me, is one
I'm
of
gonna
the
get my workout
The studio
shovel.
wanted to cut this scene?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, the car crash. Doesn't it?